Hey man, I'm Jusko from ProudMoney.com. Saw an interesting post on the Reddit credit cards board today that I wanted to highlight. Now, usually on this channel, when we talk about credit card credit limits, it's usually in the context of people trying to get higher credit limits than they have already or to be approved at a higher credit limit. But in this case, the person who posted just got the Blue Cash Everyday card from American Express with a $30,000 credit limit. And as you can see, she thinks it's a little ridiculous and even says that it's making me anxious. Now, the stats on herself that she offers up in the post: 25 years old, $70,000 salary, around a 760 credit score on less than 3 years of credit history, and that's all based on credit cards. And the cards that she mentions are a Discover card, I think with a $2,800 limit, and then 2 Chase cards combined with a $9,600 limit combined with both of those cards. And she says she's banked with Chase for 10 years. So I look at those statistics and I say, well, that makes sense. I'm not very surprised that American Express gave her that $30,000 limit. Now, part of what she finds ridiculous is the fact that American Express gave her that big credit limit without her having any direct history with American Express. But I look at that from American Express's point of view, and I think they look at her and say, 25 years old, decent salary, has already had credit cards and has shown that she can handle them. If we hit her with a credit limit that is twice all the other credit limits she has altogether, this is an opportunity to make our card number one out of her wallet, and then she doesn't have to worry at any time about hitting that credit limit on any purchases that she might make. So it makes it feel a little more free to use that card in any way that you might see fit. And of course, if you're a regular on this channel, you probably know that having high credit limits actually can be a very good thing, because when you make purchases on those credit cards, you are keeping a low utilization on the cards, which helps your credit score. Credit utilization being the percentage of the credit limits that you are actually using. So the lower, the better. So this is actually a very good thing for her. But it's understandable if you haven't had that high of a credit limit before that it might make you nervous, as if American Express is trying to take you to the dark side and saying, think of all the things you could buy. But in her case, the danger of giving in to that temptation seems pretty low given the history that she already has, which is exactly why American Express, in the twisted world of credit cards, wants to give her even more. So even though it might make her anxious to have this big credit limit, there's nothing in her past to suggest that she's going to do anything wrong with that. So in the end, it's really a good thing. This is definitely not the first time I have seen someone get nervous over getting a credit card limit that seems excessive based on their current living situation, their salary, their usual expenses, all of that sort of thing. Now, I would rarely suggest that you actually have your credit limit lowered, because like I've said, this is actually a good thing for you unless you somehow really believe that you would give into that temptation. But you can contact the credit card companies and say, this is a little more than I want. It's not, I don't need this much, it's making me nervous, whatever, and they will be happy to do that for you. They are trying to make you feel good about that credit card that they just gave you, make you feel like you've got some buying power and that they trust you. And so if you want to lower that limit, they're usually going to go along with it. But I rarely would say that you should actually consider doing that. And of course, for most people that watch this channel, getting a credit limit increase or getting a $30,000 credit limit right off the bat is something to celebrate. So that's it for this video. Would love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching. And as always, please go to ProudMoney.com, where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. If you're not going to go to the website or leave a comment, you might want to watch this video next.